to Hello, I am Clutch, where I am here today in San Antonio, Texas to go on the San Antonio Riverwalk River Cruises. Now these river cruises go all along the San Antonio Riverwalk and they are a lot of fun. Basically you get to learn a lot of history when you go on them. You get to go up and down all of the riverwalks, see a lot of sites that you would have to walk pretty far to get to, and some that are a little bit like kind of out of the way. So it's really fun to go on these things. So today in this video I'm going to take you along with me, show you some of the highlights of that fun ride, and we're just going to have a great time not walking on the river, but riding on the river. Come with me. So with these beautiful river walk boats, they are very brightly colored. I love like the vibrancy of them. There are, I think, a few stops where you can get on them, but you just have to look for these kind of like Go Rio ticket signs and you will find where to get on them. It's pretty simple there. If you want tickets, let's see up here, it looks like they are $15.50 for adults. And it looks like if you're local, that would be a little bit cheaper. So that's not too bad. My wife is getting tickets right now for us while I'm filming this to let you know about the prices there. Something else is they're not timed tickets. So once you get your tickets, you just get in line, as far as I know, and then you get on the next available river cruise. All right, thank you. Our cherry boat awaits. Oh, we don't have our C legs yet. We only have our A and B legs right now. So when you do get on the boat, it is open seating. It's not assigned seating or anything like that. And so basically, if you're first in line, you get to be at the front of the boat. So you can see exactly where you're going. So you'll know when we're gonna crash before anyone else. So when it comes to this river cruise voyage adventure, they are going to be talking a lot, giving a lot of history, so I'll try to capture that as best I can, but I don't want to over talk because, you know, I don't want to ruin all of it for the people on the boat. So just know the talking from Clutch might be a little intermittent. All right, that's our driver. He pushed us away and he's not on the boat. I think we're in for a different kind of ride. Oh, no. Okay, he's hopping on the boat. That was a close one, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, onward with the boat tour. Let's go Rio. Go Rio. Go Rio. I think this is as fast as we go. Okay, here we go.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the city of San Antonio. Welcome to the beautiful Riverwalk. I'm your captain, Jose. We're going to be spending together about the next 30 to 35 minutes.
30 to 35 minute ride here. 2.5 miles.
I got a couple safety rules and regulations to begin with. Please remain seated at all times. There's no standing. We got a lot of no bridges. Don't want nobody's foreheads being bumped on these bridges, okay? Also, no smoking of any tobacco products while we're cruising. It's a 30-minute trip, okay? You'll be fine. We'll be right back. And I also got life jackets in case the boat does sink. I'll pass them out to you, but you don't need them. Stand up and walk right out instead. Yes. It's very shallow. The river is shallow, guys. It only goes about 4 feet.
Saying that the river is only about 4 feet deep, so quite shallow.
We do got a signal that is about 15, 20 feet. I'll let you know when we get there. Other than that, everybody has enjoyed this cruise. So the first thing is right in front of us. That is the first village, the first neighborhood, the historic La Villita. It means little village. 1722, the Spanish soldiers were living here during the mission of San Antonio de Valero, and that is commonly known as the Alamo. In 1836, General Santa Anna's canal was also placed here during that battle. The little houses that you see here are no longer homes. They turn them into arts, gallery shops, and restaurants. They got a lot of handcraft, handmade items up there for you to see. Right in front of us is where we broadcast our river parades live here at the Arneson River Theater. Ooh. This was established in 1941. Wow. It's an open air venue. On the left-hand side are the seats. We can sit down. We can fit a capacity of up to 500 guests.
500 people can fit up there.
To the right side is the stage. Right behind it are 5 bells. They represent the 5 church missions in our city. Does everybody know that the Alamo is a church? It is.
Wow, Alamo is a church, and that represents the 5 something he said. I am bad at listening.
This stage was also featured in the movie Miss Congeniality, starring Sandra Bullock back in the year 2000. The talent show, the Susan competition took place right there. Yeah. If you can't remember that scene, let me tell you. Describe the perfect date. Does anybody remember what that girl said when she was asked that question?
April 25th?
She said April 25th. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. All you need is a light jacket.
He just made the Miss Congeniality joke. That's fantastic.
Got
some wonderful waterfalls over here.
Has the most stories is the library. That's right. The library has the most stories. It's a dad joke there, guys. Put it in your pocket. So the building here to my right side, this used to be the city's public library. It opened up here back in 1930, but they moved it in 1968 to become the Circus Museum. 2001, the circus shut down and reopened up in 2013 as it is now, the Briscoe Museum. It's named in honor of the late Governor Don Briscoe Jr. Many Western collections inside. It's open every day from 10 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Directly up ahead is the reason why I shall remain seated. Because that bridge in front is the lowest hanging bridge on the river. That bridge right there is undefeated to 4 hits. It's seated.
This is the lowest bridge in the whole ride, so you gotta watch your head.
This right here is an iron cast bridge. There are 10 of these throughout the U.S. We got 4 on the river, and this has no welding done on it. This bridge was built in the 1890s, and the bridge arrived from Berlin. Yeah, Berlin, Connecticut. Yeah. Does anybody got plans on getting married in the future? Maybe someone that you know who wants to propose but can't find the perfect spot? Well, here to the right side, you can. This is Marriage Island, where this black iron sculpture is. The island, Marriage Island, is shaped as a heart right from the roots of this cypress tree here. And every year, at least 300 ceremonies take place right there on Marriage Island. The island is a heart from the roots of the tree. Right? Check it out, ladies. It's going to be here still.
Ooh, this is a nice long tunnel.
Oh. We are now entering into the tunnel of love.
It's also the tunnel of echo.
This is the old mill crossing. Back in the 1800s, this was a very popular location for the Native Americans because at the time the ground was very low and hardtack for them to easily cross it with horses and wagons, as they can easily water their horses and wash buggies too. In the 1890s, this river was also crossed very frequently by Teddy Roosevelt and his brother. But as you look to my left, up in the sky, there's a U.S. flag waving up high. And there are 6-foot gargoyles sticking out at the top. Doesn't this building look familiar to anyone? Anybody seen the movie Ghostbusters? No, that ain't it. That ain't it. That took place in New York. Yeah, it does look very similar, doesn't it? Well, this here is the Tower Life, originally known as the Smith-Young Tower. It's been there since 1897.
Oldest historical courthouse up ahead.
This was done by renowned architect James Riley Ford, as he designed a lot of these buildings here in the downtown city. That courthouse, it's still an operating courthouse to this day. I know. Take out your cameras. Take a look behind me. You can see the gargoyles a whole lot better. This is an 8-sided neo-Gothic structure that's 400 feet high, 31 floors.
Oh, there's that building a little bit. There's some gargoyles way on the top that are kind of hard to see. But they're there. Can I get a woo-woo? Yeah, we get a woo-woo.
I got a green light right there. Well, that green light does not mean go.
Oh.
It means that we're safe to pass over a floodgate. If you look to my left or right side, we got these walls that look like a windshield wiper.
Yep, got some
floodgates.
floodgates.
Number 4. This is why the green light is on, to let us know that we're safe to pass over it. This one works like a drawbridge, comes up from the river to block up a flood, making its way in.
I think way down there, there's some famous floodgates way in the distance over there. Oh, can I get it? It's hard to see. It's just at the end there.
That is a 20-foot drop. As you take a look behind me at this bridge, we got the Locks of Love, the Love Lock Bridge. Just like Paris, but Paris no longer has theirs. They got too heavy.
Hard to tell, but there's a lot of locks on that bridge up there.
It's a new year. Go out and go buy yourself a lock. Initially, lock it there on that bridge. Get the key and throw your key in the river so you can lock your love forever. Hey, but you know what's better than a padlock? A combination. Yeah. The vacation, you never know. You never know. But don't forget the combination number, right?
Here's where we started.
On to the left side of the river is the oldest cathedral in Texas. The stairs here to my left, on them up to the top of the hills beyond the trees, is the San Fernando Cathedral. There she is. She's built in the middle of the downtown city. She was built 5 years before the Alamo on March 9 of 1731 by a group of families from the Canary Islands, as they were inviting him to the King of Spain. Has anybody ever visited the Alamo today? No? If you look right in front of us, we got this big giant tree up ahead. This is the only twin cypress tree on the Riverwalk. She's also the oldest and the tallest cypress tree on this river. She is standing there at over 90 feet high. She's over 300 years old. She has about a 25-foot circumference, 4 feet from the roots. Legend has it, a Mexican sniper was hidden behind that tree under the command of his general, Martin de Cross. And he was placed there to shoot a lot of these Texas patriots, including Colonel Benjamin Milam on the night of December 7th of 1835. Here on this beautiful twin cypress tree, the oldest and the tallest one on the Riverwalk.
Oldest and tallest cypress tree on the Riverwalk. And this is floodgate number 3. That's a pretty cool thing here.
This gate is tested every day at 3:30 p.m. to make sure if it got to any technical issues in case I can report it back to the
Oh, that's cool. He was joking that they tested at 3:30 p.m. every day, and that's the exact time we just went under it. Ooh, that's bright.
The Esquire Tavern opened up as a fully stocked bar 1 hour after prohibition ended. They were ready to rock and roll.
So there's the Esquire Tavern again. He said it is the oldest bar on the Riverwalk. Apparently, 1 hour after prohibition, it was fully stocked.
For a secret haircut, so they can have some fun. Only to come out with a whole different look on their face.
There's a much better view of it from the Riverwalk than when I was walking along it.
That's the longest 100-foot style bar in Texas.
This is cool, seeing this like bar under the bridge over here.
If you look inside, the chandeliers.
Over here.
1921.
What do we got?
That's how high the water rose.
Wow.
10 feet above street. Yeah.
So the water was flooded up to that second level of windows. And you're blocking my shot, bridge. Look at the back side of the Aztec Theater over here as we keep going along on this wonderful tour. A lot of good history and information that the guide gives you on this. I know the microphone doesn't pick it up super well, so like many things I do on Hello I'm Clutch, you totally owe it to yourself to come on this yourself. This is delightful just to come along the river and really get all that information.
This was named after the late Tejano superstar Selena Quintanilla Perez from Corpus Christi. In 1997, the young Jennifer Lopez, J-Lo, Jenny from the Block, she's on this bridge during the kissing scene. All because of that, Selena fans come here.
So point of correction from earlier when I talked about the Selena Bridge. This is actually the Selena Bridge over here. The other one was the Rosita's Bridge, I believe, which had a different level of famousness. So that's the Selena's Bridge. This is why these people are much smarter than me.
This was first a boarding school for boys, opening up to more than 100 students on March 7th of 1853. The school campus grew and prospered as St. Mary's Academy. In 1924, it became St. Mary's College right after. 1968, we needed extra hotel rooms because of the World's Fair. This one opened up 3 days in time for that. This is the Omni Hotel, La Mansión de Rio. It means mansion on the river. And I want to show y'all something really amazing, okay? Y'all don't want to miss out on this. I want you all looking over the bridge diagonally to the left. There's a big top building there. Take a look at it. After we exit this bridge, I want you looking up. You're going to see an optical illusion. A freestanding wall. Looks like one wall was built. We got rubber gums here to the left. That's the building. Look it up after we exit, okay? Up in the front.
Apparently we have an optical illusion coming up here. Oh. Oh. Oh yeah. That's neat. It looks like it's completely flat because of how the angle you get. That is nifty and a little bit freaky.
They shut down in 2020 because of the pandemic. Now I've heard they got plans for residential spaces or a hotel. Not too sure what it's going to be. But if it's going to be a hotel, it'll be the next haunted hotel here in that town. Yeah. Right. Battleground took place here in the downtown city back in 1835 to 1836. In front of us is the Hyatt Regency Hotel. This hotel was built in 1981. They only allowed this hotel to go 16 floors. Yeah, they were not going to allow it to go that high. It was really supposed to be a taller hotel, but the Conservation Society was not going to allow that. So, the reason for that is because of the animal. It sits on the other side of it. Because of it being a neighbor, the hotel was not allowed to cast a shadow onto a memorial site. So they had to do a shadow test. 16 floors is as far as they were allowed to let this hotel go. But these double doors here on my left, anybody is welcome to go in there and take a visit. You want to cool off, get off your feet for a moment, go right inside and go in there. There's some beautiful waterfalls that they are symbolic to how these waterways were first placed here by the Spaniards in the 1700s. Coming up here to my right side of the river is our casino club building here to the right side. It's not a real casino, though I wish it was. I would have been here every day during lunch break. Yeah. The casino club was brought by two German local authorities in 1927 is why they have their meetings here. That's when 1907 the Conservation Society once again saved the building.
Rainforest Cafe.
The first two floors were turned into the Saltgrass Steakhouse. Above it are apartments. These are the only apartments in downtown that takes a 7-year waiting list. Yeah. All these people want to move out. I applied 6 years ago. Can't wait. Fingers crossed. Alex Haley, if anybody know who that is, the author of the famous book Roots, he lived here at the Casino Club before. We've now entered Restaurant Square. On both sides are many restaurants to choose. Many options here. The options can be Mexican food, Italian, Tex-Mex, Mexican food, seafood, Mexican food, steak, Mexican food, barbecue, Mexican food, yeah, your choice. Don't be picky. Coming up here to the right side of the river, we got the Riverside building, the Republic of Texas restaurant. This was the office for the architect of the river, Robert Hugman. Let me introduce you to that architect. If you all take a look at this statue here to my right side by the stairs, that is the architect of the Riverwalk, aka the father of this river. Thank you so much, Robert Hugman.
So that's Robert Hugman is the one who designed the Riverwalk, and I guess that's the architect office. And that explains why the Tiki bar is called Hugman's Oasis. I never knew that.
They told the city that the river would be safe and flooding, but everybody said no. They didn't believe the flood control would work. 5 years later, 1946, to the right side is Casa Rio. This was the first restaurant to open up on the river and to offer dinner cruises. Yeah, we got them. An amazing experience for family and friends to try out.
This is the first restaurant on the Riverwalk called Casa Rio, and I've eaten there, and it is delicious.
The restaurant to my right has been here for 80 years. They're doing something right. Running by the same family, and it's Mexican food. Right in front of us is where we began, but we're going to continue here to our left. Now, a lot of people think that this river is
going down a different way.
They're not wrong, but it's more natural than what you think it is. Everything behind us is natural. Mud bottom, rock bottom, cobblestone. We just completed a big circle. It starts 4 miles north of our city at the campus of the University Incarnate Word. It comes here downtown and creates a big U shape that we call the Horseshoe Bend. And then it travels down south to the Go. The Riverwalk is only 15 miles long. We're doing 2.5 miles of it. The entire river
so he just said that the Riverwalk is 15 miles long, where I think I said it might have been 20 or 25 miles long, but it's really only 15.
Right here in front of us, this is the Marriott River Center, built in 1988. That hotel was built on a very historic landmark of the Fairmont Hotel, which was built there in 1901. They were ready to destroy that building, all because Marriott bought the land to put there. But the Conservation Society, they heard the arguments in court and said no. They registered that hotel into the National Historical Place. The Fairmont Hotel can no longer be destroyed. So you know what they did with the Fairmont Hotel in order for them to build there? They moved it. They moved the hotel. Yeah. 1985, they have plans to lift it up. They placed it on tires. These were air-inflated tires, 36 of them. And they started to pull that 16-ton building, moving it at 0.04 miles an hour. So then we're going straight to a new foundation on South Alamo and Water Street, right at the intersection. It's right next door to where we started. It's a 3-story building that took it 5 days to move 5 blocks. Sits in the Guinness Book of Records for the biggest building moved from city streets on the North Side. True story. Right in front of us is a statue. She's a new addition. She was placed there 4 years ago by Pedro Reyes. Her name is Setlali. In Latin, stargazer. She got 80 pieces of volcanic ash from Mexico carved down to the way it is.
This is a relatively new statue that's only about 4 years old at the time of recording. Ooh, and look over there. You have the Tower of Americas in the distance, which is a big, cool observation tower you can go up as well.
Indigenous people and the indigenous women who lived here for thousands of years. But what I really believe she's gazing up to the sky for is to know when are the Dallas Cowboys going Super Bowl again. Documentary about this hotel being lifted up from its foundation and moved it right next door to where we started. We'll take a visit.
As we continue farther on this tour, we are kind of getting to the convention center area. There's not as obviously many like restaurants or bars, but it's still very nice and beautiful, but just not as much to show here. This is neat. At the end of here, there's like this little like kind of flower garden thing. I think we're gonna do like a little turnaround here at the end here. So this is cool. So I'm gonna film all this stuff.
We were never allowed to come back here. The city blocked this section off for us because on the left side of the exit, it was impossible to exit through that area. There was a pole sticking out the river that made it impossible for us to enter and exit. But luckily, when the city drained the entire river, they took the whole thing apart. Now we get a chance to see a very close-up view of this beautiful grotto here to the right side of the river.
That's cool. I like this grotto.
Pictures location for anybody who likes to take pictures and for those who love to do TikTok videos. Then later on this evening, this whole area is going to be illuminated very, very beautiful alongside with these flower sculptures here on the left-hand side of the island. And behind us, it'll take you to the Tower of the Americas and to the Hemisphere part of the Yanaguana Gardens.
So this area was only opened about 5 years ago, so it's relatively new to be able to come on a boat over here.
There's a ramp that takes you up right behind that waterfall, as you can stand right beside it. Yeah, check it out.
At this point, we're just going back the way we came. So let's get a few minutes of that other angle.
The statue was a gift to the city from the country of Portugal for the World's Fair when they opened up their pavilions here on these river banks. Now, Father Damien Massenet, he came to these river banks on June 13 of 1691, held the first Catholic Mass and decided to name the river in honor of the patron man. But before the river was called San Antonio, it was known as Yanaguana. That means peaceful waters. It was named by the Payaya Indians, these indigenous tribes who lived throughout the river banks for thousands of years. On to the left side of the river is Niagara Falls. Check it out. It is nice.
That's not Niagara Falls.
Say about waterfalls?
Don't go chasing them.
Don't go chasing them.
I did it. I made the joke.
Boxes on top of boxes. The 500-room hotel had to be done in 9 months for the World's Fair. It got done in less than 8 months. Sits in the Guinness Book of Records for the fastest hotel built of its size in a very short time. And it still holds the title to this very day. There's a documentary on YouTube, a video about this hotel being built from start to finish. Yeah. Now, what the crane operators did, when these rooms first got here, the first week in 1 day, they got 10 rooms fitted in a day. Next week, 15, 20, and then 35 rooms in 1 day were being spent just to complete this hotel in my last 3 days before the World's Fair. As you take a look at the rooms, look how they're stacked on top of each other like a Lego set. And one room is in, one room is out, giving each of the guests their own private balcony. Take a look at that video on YouTube about this hotel being built. Okay,
there's a lot of interesting histories given us about this hotel. The Hilton Palacio del Rio, the palace on the river.
We made it back safe. Thank you so much for coming out and visiting our city and riding with Go Rio Cruises.
And there you go. There's a few highlights from going along the San Antonio Riverwalk on the boat. We've been going along the Riverwalk. Highlights from the Riverwalk. You're welcome. So thank you for coming along with me for a ride on the San Antonio Riverwalk riverboat. Go Rio Cruises. I don't know the full name. It was a boat ride on the river. It was wonderful. I love that so much. Now, it doesn't fully capture it that in the video. Like, it is peaceful and is nice just to go along the whole way. The amount of information that the tour guides have is fantastic. You learn a lot from them that like definitely was not captured in the video here. So you owe it to yourself to come here. Plus, obviously, just a little boat ride in the middle of a city is always so much fun. But anyway, I want to thank you for coming along with me. I hope you had a good time today. If you did want to go on another adventure with me, I got a lot of fun stuff in Texas to do up here that you can watch me there. But if you want to go on a different adventure, we got a good one right here for you as well. So hopefully I will see you in one of those in the near future. But until then, I will say goodbye. I'm still Clutch.